Okay, and good morning. Welcome to Plymouth, Michigan. And we are at the home of the U.S. Hockey Development Program. And we are in the NHL side of the rink today. Yesterday we were on the Olympic size. So a little bit different configuration. A little bit smaller, more traditional rink that the kids are used to today. The Olympic rink is a little bit bigger. Which you shouldn't notice too much. But so today's matchup, we've got Mid-Fairfield 2010 against Team Ohio, which looks like the Columbus Blue Jackets team. And I know this is the first time I've ever seen them face Mid-Fairfield, so that'll be an interesting matchup. Yesterday, Team Ohio lost 4-3 to our old friends from the Chicago Mission. It was a tight game, and but they came out on the short end yesterday. And yesterday, as most of you probably know, Mid-Fairfield with a huge win over Penn's Elite in a shootout, prevailing 5-4 on Yanni Malefis's shootout goal. Yanni also had a hat trick, so ended up with 4 goals on the day. Just an outstanding day for Yanni, who's just firing on all cylinders so far at the start of the season. And in net today, Joe Vellante will get his second start, I believe, of the season against Team Ohio. Joe comes from the Gulls program last year, so this is his first year at Mid-Fairfield. And he'll be between the pipes for Mid-Fairfield. And other than that, got Coach Graggs and Coach Letty on the bench, as always. Still got another minute, so we'll tell a Coach Letty story that apparently last night he lost his cell phone and left it on the hood of his car. But through a rainstorm and driving it around a few miles, they managed to secure the phone. So a bit of luck for Coach Letty, who always seems to have luck on his side. So Coach Letty will be on the bench with Coach Graggs, so we've got a full complement today. And I believe you're looking live at Joe Vellante in net, just getting his last few warm-up shots. And I believe Chris will be running the defensive door, doing a more than capable job of that, of opening and shutting the door on in a timely fashion. And as far as Team Ohio goes, I don't have a whole lot on them, other than that one game with Mission yesterday. So we're not too familiar with any of the players, so I really can't give you a heads up. So if anybody on the parent chat knows some of the kids, that would be great to see. And it looks like we're going to get going here with just a minute left. Or no, it's they should be picking up the pucks right now. Goalies give a glove tap to each other, and we'll get going in just a second. All right, folks, and we're going to get going here. So getting the starting nod, Cullen Correa at center, and he's surrounded by Beck and Ruff O'Neill and Yoon out on D. Cullen gets low to the ice and wins back to O'Neill, over to Yoon. Mishandles it, but Ruff is there to throw it out of the zone. Ohio retreats back to their own blue line. D to D pass. Tries to hit their winger at center. Misfires. Yoon back there. Tries to throw it over to Beck. Beck controls the puck now. Gets by the defenseman. Beck's got Ruff out in front, but unable to secure the puck in time. Ruff goes over and gives a helping hand. O'Neill pinches in, throws the puck over to Ruff, still battling. Team Ohio turns it over at center ice. Out on Volante, out in front, saved by Volante. Manages to pin the puck under his pads. So Team Ohio in the first minute or so with a dangerous scoring opportunity on mid-Fairfield. The Ohio winger just goes right around the mid-Fairfield defense. Puts a shot, dangerous shot on Valente, who comes up big with a pad save. Hannah out at center with Ludke. And Heckel as well. Klingenstein's out there with Shores, I believe. Klingenstein gives chase behind the mid-Fairfield goalkeeper. Out to the blue line, out in front, turned over. And Volante's forced to save it again. Mid-Fairfield mishandling the puck next to their goalkeeper. But Volante is able to secure the puck at 15:55 left in the first period. So coach keeps the same group. Hannah at center. Win by Team Ohio, but turned it over to Hannah. And he races out of the mid-Fairfield zone, throws it over to Heckel. Heckel's had a step on the defenseman, leaves it for Klingenstein, turns it over at the blue line. Team Ohio now races into the mid-Fairfield zone. Schwartz gives chase behind Volante, taps it up to Heckel. Heckel leaves it for Ludke, who races up the glass. Tries to get by the Ohio defenseman, unable to do so. Turns the puck over, and it's into the neutral zone. Kakaro scoops it up, loses the handle, but Johnston's there to help out his teammate. Puck back to Zoo, over to Kakaro with Scranton. Scranton splits the defenders. Shot and a pad save on Scranton. Scranton just split the defenseman, but unable to get a quality shot on Kakaro. Over to Malefis, and it's shot by Scranton, who picks up the puck in the slot and beats the Ohio netminder early. 1-0, mid-Fairfield storms up. Storms ahead, 1-0. Kai Scranton, who missed a golden scoring opportunity right before, is able to pick up the loose puck in the slot and just rifle a shot by the Ohio goalkeeper. So coach is going to run with the same group here. He's got Malefis at center, Johnston and Scranton, Yoon and O'Neill out on D. Yoon gives chase, tries to tap it out of the zone, unable to do so. Goes into the mid-Fairfield corner. O'Neill and Johnston gives chase out in front. Shot is a little bit wide, and Scranton picks up the loose puck, but it goes right back out to the Ohio defenseman, who fires it behind Volante. O'Neill had fallen down behind the net, but the puck is just wildly fired out of the zone by Ohio. Puck tipped off of Beck, but Ohio picks it up, dumps it into the corner. Yoon gives chase, tries to feather it up to Beck. Ruff is there to pick up the change. Ruff skating quickly. Ohio doing a good job on him. Klingenstein tries to flip it into the Ohio zone, but Ohio there to drive it right back out again. Back into by Volante, who fields the puck, leaves it for Klingenstein. Klingenstein gets the puck out. Ruff is there to pick up the errant pass. Ruff all by himself is shoved down to the ice by Ohio. I believe mid-Fairfield's going to go on their first power play of the day. Lucas Ruff demonstrating some of that speed, forcing the issue with Ohio. Going to call Ohio, I believe, for a cross check. So Lucas Ruff really got on his horse there. He was by himself with about 3 or 4 Ohio players, and they still had to commit the penalty. Coach sends out his first power play unit. He's got Hanna, Scranton, and Lutke out there with Malefus and Heckel. Heckel now up with the puck, over to Hanna. Hanna with a shot, unable to connect, and it skips entirely out of the mid-Fairfield zone. Volante comes up, fields it, leaves it for Heckel, goes behind his own net. Heckel then leaves it for Malefus. Malefus races up the ice. He's got Lutke out in front, but mid-Fairfield wants to get set up. Hanna tries to get it over to Scranton and does. Scranton hits the brakes, reverses course. Out to Heckel at the point. Scranton fires it over to Heckel. Heckel with a shot. It's off a defenseman. Malefus with another shot. Hits a lot of traffic out in front. Just didn't have that shooting lane he needed. Lutke's tied up. Trying hard. He kicks it out. Back out to Heckel. Over to Malefus. Gets it to Hanna. Beautiful passing from Yanni Malefus to Owen Hanna. And just buries the puck behind the Ohio goalkeeper. Mid-Fairfield takes advantage of the penalty, and at 12:23 goes up 2-0. And I believe that was Owen Hanna. I believe that was his first goal as a mid-Fairfield player. Cullen Correa at center. Johnston and Ruff out there with Kakaro and Zoo. Kakaro fires it up to Ruff. Puck turned over at the neutral zone. Ohio comes in. Shot wide. Zoo tries to get it up to Ruff, but Ohio doing a good job denying that pass. Zoo again tries to throw it out, but Ohio's there again to deny. Out at the face-off circle to the near side of Volante. Doesn't even hit the net. Ruff with the puck. Turns it over. Volante uses his stick and is able to secure the puck. Correa going at it with a few of the Blue Jacket players. Cullen plays with an edge, and that's a good thing. Cullen talking the whole way out. The ref eyeing them both. So Malefus at center. He's got Vartanian out there. And Beck. Puck buried into the corner with Malefus and Beck. Blue Jackets just throw it wildly out. Back into the mid-Fairfield zone. O'Neill tries to field it. Yoon picks up the puck right in front of his goalkeeper. Gets it over to O'Neill. Puck's turned over, but O'Neill able to secure it again. Vartanian gives chase. The Blue Jackets keep it back in the mid-Fairfield zone. Beck working hard, trying to free the puck. Yoon retreats, comes up with the puck. Tries a long pass to Beck. The Blue Jacket defenseman rushed up and tipped the puck with his stick, denying the pass. So at 10:42, we're going to be right outside the mid-Fairfield zone. Mid-Fairfield up early, 2-0. So win by the Blue Jackets, force Klingenstein back into the corner, leaves it for Schwarz. Puck's unable to get it out of the zone into the corner. Nice play by Klingenstein to dislodge the puck. Schwarz now back up with it.
Gets it to Ludke, but he's hammered by a Blue Jacket player. The top of the face-off circle. Puck goes high on Volante. Klingenstein up with it, but turns it over right on the mid-Fairfield goalkeeper. Makes a great save, Volante, to keep it out. Blue Jackets hunting a goal here. Tap back in the corner. Mid-Fairfield looking for a shift change. Back to the Blue Jacket defenseman. To the face-off circle. Behind Volante. Tries to get it out in front. Turns it over and Schwartz is there. Tries to feather it off the glass. Just doesn't get enough to get it out. Finally into the neutral zone. Ludke gives chase now. Ludke picks up the errant pass. Shot on the Blue Jacket goalkeeper and it's patted away. Heckel now behind the goalkeeper. Tries to get it to Klingenstein. Pinches up. Teammates run into each other and the puck now is thrown out of the zone. Coccaro over to Johnston, who tries to get it to Klingenstein. Malefis sweeps his stick and gets it into the zone. Wild pass that goes actually off the referee's skates, and here come the Blue Jackets. Coccaro out on D. He gets by Coccaro. And I believe the puck must have gone off of Volante's shoulder up into the stands. So Malefis at center. He's got Johnston out there. And Scranton, Zoo, and Coccaro out on D. Puck goes over to the other side. Scranton's there, taps it out. Believe that's going to be an icing on Mid-Fairfield. 8:41 left in the first period. Mid-Fairfield up 2-0. So coach will run with the same group again. Malefis at center. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Zoo is there. But now it's stuck in the corner, freed. And here comes Johnston, who races up the ice. And he's got Scranton with him. Scranton pushes it on the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper with a nice save. Scrum out in front. So Scranton just unable to get a full shot on it, but just still managed to shovel it onto the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. But they're going to call the puck dead at 8:22 left. Correa at center with Ruff and Beck. He's got Coccaro and Zoo out there. Correa with the win, but the Blue Jackets up with the puck. Correa's still harassing the players along the boards. Blue Jackets come up, throw it behind their own goalkeeper. Ruff gives chase. Over to Beck. And the Blue Jackets come up with it. Big hit by Correa. Beck with the puck. Circles around. Wants to leave it for Zoo, but can't. Beck down with the puck. Shot right in front. Zoo pinches up. Unable to keep the puck in, but Correa helps out his teammate and drives the puck. And we're going to have some penalties here. Correa and a Blue Jacket player going at it, throwing fists. So both are going to head off here at 7:33. Correa and a Blue Jacket player most likely for roughing. I apologize about that, folks. Hannah at center with Heckel and Ludke. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Puck out to O'Neill, who dumps it in. Mid-Fairfield gives chase. Ludke gets there first. Puck's thrown out, but Yoon secures the puck over to O'Neill, taps it over to Hannah. Out in front, Ludke with a shot, and another shot by Heckel. The Blue Jacket goalkeeper working overtime here to keep Mid-Fairfield off the board. Puck pinned into the corner. Blue Jackets up with the puck. Lutke gives chase. And Yoon there as well. Get by Yoon out in front, unable to connect to his teammate of the Blue Jackets. Still up with the puck at the faceoff circle, passed over into the corner. Not much there. And here comes Hannah from mid-Fairfield, who dumps it into the zone. Long pass to Crane on the Blue Jackets, unable to connect. Klingenstein there into the corner with Scranton. Klingenstein up with the puck. He tries to get it to Johnston. Blue Jackets get their sticks down in time. Now Schwarz up with it. Long pass to Malefis. Blue Jackets with the steal back into the mid-Fairfield zone. Klingenstein with that long reach comes up with the steal. Tries to get it to Scranton, but overshoots him a little bit. No icing on the call. On the play, sorry. Klingenstein back. Out in front, Schwarz gets a stick down to deny the shot. And Malefis now up with the puck. Oh, big hit by Columbus on, I believe that was on Scranton, and he's going to go off. So both penalties are off right now for Carre, but now the Blue Jackets are going to go off for interference here at 5:24. I think unfortunately for the Blue Jacket player, the puck had already gone by where Scranton was. It would have been probably a good hit if Scranton had the puck, but it was more of a timing issue there. So Scranton at center. He's got Lutke out there with Hannah. Hannah gets it over to Heckel, to Malefis. Big shot, and it's right into the stomach of the Blue Jacket player. Lutke making friends over in the crease. So coach will run with the same group here. Scranton at the center. So I think one of the Blue Jacket players jumped a little too early, and the ref on the blue line caught it, told him to redo it. So win by mid-Fairfield. Lutke gains control, circles around, looks for an open teammate. Out to Malefis, over to Heckel, who's going to quarterback this. Gets it to Hannah. Hannah with a shot, but it's blocked. Hannah gets his own shot, throws it over to Malefis. So mid-Fairfield with a pass that goes out of the Blue Jacket zone. So it's going to be right on the dot by the blue line, by the Blue Jackets. So coach runs with the same group here, over to Heckel. It's fielded by the Blue Jacket goalkeeper, but Lutke gets on his horse, forces the issue, turned over. Heckel over to Malefis, who pinches in. Malefis with a shot, and another save by the Blue Jacket goalkeeper right in his stomach. Malefis had a shooting lane there for a second. So coach running with the same group here again. Ref cautions Lutke to stay out. Malefis up with it, over to Heckel, over to Hannah. Oh, and a stick gets on it by the Blue Jacket players. It forces mid-Fairfield out. Malefis over to Hannah, who races in, looks to get set up here, hits the brakes, taps it back out to Malefis, over to Heckel. Shot by Heckel, off the glass. Hannah tries throwing a shot out there. It goes to Heckel. Now Scranton up with it. Shot, and it's gloved by the Blue Jacket goalkeeper, who's had to work overtime here to keep his team in the game. So coach switches out the group here. He's got Johnston out there with Ruff and Vartanian, Schwarz and Kakaro out there. So win by Johnston. Schwarz over to Kakaro. Kakaro surveys back to Schwarz, over to Johnston, back to Kakaro at the point, over to Schwarz. Puck skips loose, and Kakaro has to race over there. Vartanian up with it, gets it to Ruff, loses the handle, and Columbus back, or sorry, the Blue Jackets now back with the puck again. They're going to kill off the rest of the penalty here, and they just float it out of the zone. So that will kill the penalty here. Kakaro over to Schwarz. Schwarz just trying to get the puck settled. Skates in front of Volante, but turns it over, and the Blue Jackets just dump the puck back in. Cross-ice pass to Johnston. Johnston skates in, beats his defenseman, backhand, loose puck out in front. Johnston gets it over to Correa, but it's off a Blue Jacket stick. Puck goes into the mid-Fairfield corner. O'Neill chases it, throws it out to Correa. Blue Jackets up with it, turn it over to Vartanian though. Vartanian looking for a teammate, tries to feather it to Malefus, but there's going to be an offside here at 2:33 left in the first period. So coach switches out here. He's got Malefus, Correa, and Beck out there with O'Neill and Yoon. Win by mid-Fairfield. Yoon tries to get it to Correa, but it skips over his stick into the corner. Malefus gives chase. Correa with a great defensive effort to keep that puck in. Beck now leaves it for Malefus behind the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. And into the mid-Fairfield zone, right out in front of Volante with a save with a pad. Nice save by Volante. You now up with the puck. And Volante's forced to cover up here. Mid-Fairfield got a little careless with the puck in their own zone. Volante comes up with a big save and then just now secures the puck to stop the clock at 1:45. Hanna back out there at center with Ludke and Heckel. Zoo and Kakaro out on D. Shot on Volante. He's able to pad it to the side. Kakaro retreats, knocks it out of the zone. Ludke now looks to set up. Turns it over. Kakaro trips and falls, lost an edge there for a second. And the Blue Jackets are able to force the puck back into the mid-Fairfield zone. Lukey now races down with one Blue Jacket player. With Hanna, leaves it for Ludke. Ludke throws it out there, but only the Blue Jackets are there to retrieve the puck. Kakaro now back with a Blue Jacket player. Shot onto Volante, who's gloved easily. Stops play here at 53 seconds. Mid-Fairfield up 2-0 on two early goals. Malefus at center. He's got Johnston out there and Scranton. Schwarz now up with the puck, but it turns it over at the boards. Shot too high on Volante. Big hit by Johnston forces the puck loose. Schwarz is able to get it out, but not far enough. Blue Jackets back with the puck, and Klingenstein with a big hit. Forces the puck loose. Now Malefus now with it. Leaves it for Johnston, unable to go stick to stick. Puck squirts out to Schwarz. Gets it to Johnston, who fires it behind the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. puck winds around. There's 4 Blue Jacket players over there, and they just throw it out of their own zone. So Klingenstein with a big hit down in the mid-Fairfield zone, dislodging the puck from the Blue Jacket player, gave mid-Fairfield that scoring opportunity. Malefus raced down the ice, but just couldn't do any great passing there. 3 seconds left, and coach is going to take Vellante out to go for the 6th attacker. So Malefus is out there with Heckel right off his right shoulder, and it's a win by the Blue Jackets, and that'll be it. So at the end of the first period, mid-Fairfield up 2-0, and we apologize about the audio quality today. I'm a little bit off, but we will try to do better the second period. We'll take a short break. All right, and we're ready to get back at it. Start of the second period, the goalies go back to their switch sides. And coach is going to start with a group of, let's see, we got Cullen Correa at center, Lucas Ruff and Beck with Yoon and O'Neill. Correa at the center position. Win by mid-Fairfield, but the Blue Jackets steal the puck into the mid-Fairfield zone, out in front! And the Blue Jackets put one past Vellante to cut the lead in half almost instantly. Correa won the puck, but the Blue Jackets raced into the mid-Fairfield blue line, stole the puck, and after 2 shots were able to put one behind the mid-Fairfield goalkeeper. So coach is going to switch out his group. He's got Hannah, Ludke, and Heckel out there with Zoo and Gaccaro. So win by mid-Fairfield. Zoo is able to control it over to Gaccaro. Tries getting it to Heckel, but that's going to be an icing. So mid-Fairfield caught a little flat-footed there, and the Blue Jackets able to cut the lead in half. Coach will run with the same group here. Hannah at center. Win by mid-Fairfield, but stolen by the Blue Jackets again. Gaccaro tries to pin his man into the corner. Zoo now picks up the puck. Over to Ludke, feathers it out. But another steal by the Blue Jackets drives it to the mid-Fairfield goal. Blue Jackets now control the pace of the play. Gaccaro is able to get it over to Heckel, who races up the ice by his own bench. Drops it into the corner. Ludke and Heckel give chase. Heckel with a big hit on the Blue Jacket player. And it looks like he did get an arm up there, so I don't know if he's going to get Okay, that's an interesting call. So what I think happened is Heckel had the original penalty and did get a hand up. The Blue Jacket bench is furious right now. So what happened, I believe, is Heckel got his arm up with a legitimate penalty, and then the Blue Jacket player must have retaliated in kind right after. So the ref calling the penalty on the Blue Jackets after the initial mid-Fairfield penalty, and the Blue Jacket coach right now is incensed at the call because it eliminates a power play opportunity. But the ref's not having any of it. Blue Jacket coach is calling for the ref to come over, and the ref, again, not having any of it. I'm not sure why they still have the Blue Jacket penalty box open. If it's going to be, it's a 2 and 10. So whatever he did escaped my eye. I apologize about that. But that's what set off the coach. So Scranton out there at center with Johnston and Ludke, Hannah and Malafis. So I apologize about that, folks. I believe that Blue Jackets called for 2 penalties. There wasn't even a 2 and 10. So mid-Fairfield, even though the initial penalty was on Heckel, are going to have a power play here. Now I understand the coach's angst. So Scranton with the win over to Hannah, gets it to Johnston, cross-ice pass to Malafis, shot just a little bit to the near side by Malafis. Johnston now skates in and leaves it for Ludke, gets it to Hannah, back to Ludke, back to Johnston, over to Hannah. Shot by Malafis, unable to get a full stick on it though. Mid-Fairfield looks to reset. Johnston over to Ludke. Ludke skates around, looks for an open teammate. Only the Blue Jackets are there. Puck is still loose, and they just throw it out of their zone. Columbus goes for some fresh legs here. Over to Johnston, turns it over. And they just fire it back. The Blue Jackets, Malafis forced to retreat again. Gets it to Hannah, leaves it for Scranton. Scranton now with a full head of steam across center ice. Scranton's trying to split the defenders. Had Johnston there for a second. Johnston now up with the puck, skates in, blocker save. Over into the corner. Johnston now back up with the puck behind the goalkeeper, leaves it in front for Ludke, unable to get a shot on net. Hannah there now. Leaves it for Johnston to Scranton, unable to hit the net. Hannah back to Johnston. 12 seconds left in the penalty. Over to Malafis to Johnston, who skates in, unable to get a shot. Hannah now there. 3 seconds left. Over to Johnson, penalties expired. Johnston now behind the net. Caccaro sneaks in, pushes the puck over to Ludke, who wiggles out in front. Puck's loose out in front. Ludke tries to backhand it, but the Blue Jacket goalkeeper is able to secure the puck. 13:45 left in the second period. All the penalties have expired right now. Mid-Fairfield unable to really get much going on that power play. Correa at center, surrounded by Beck and Ruff. Klingenstein and Schwartz. Correa's going to get thrown out of the circle, and Beck goes in. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Back to Klingenstein. Big shot. Unable to hit the net. Schwartz races over, taps it back in. And here come the Blue Jackets. Schwarr is able to tap it over to Klingenstein, but turns it back over at center ice. Blue Jackets now with a shot on Volante, who's able to secure the puck. So the Blue Jackets with a couple of scoring opportunities there. Coach changes out his lines. Hannah at center. Heckel's out there with Lutke. Volante with a nice save. Puck squirts loose. Heckel gives chase. He's down there with one defenseman. Heckel with a nice play to dislodge the puck again, but here comes the Blue Jackets out of their own zone. Blue Jacket bench just is furious right now. Looked like Heckel might have gotten away with one there. Hannah now into the corner with the puck. Hannah over to Zoo, who winds up. Nice play by Zoo after getting it blocked. Gets a shot on net. Lutke now up with the puck. Kakaro now thinks about it. Over to Lutke. Leaves it for Heckel. Back to Lutke. Lutke over to Kakaro, who winds up, shoots. Too wide. Zoo races in, pinches the puck behind the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. Lutke up with the puck and left it for Correa, who gets a shot on net. Zoo unable to secure the puck. Kakaro has to race back. Kakaro gets it up to Ruff. Ruff with a nice pass to Correa. Correa's got Beck on his side. Correa tries to get it over to Beck, unable to hit him. Beck still up with the puck, circles around, dumps it into the corner, gives chase. Correa now behind the net. Puck's loose. O'Neill tries to keep it in, but here come the Blue Jackets to turn it over the neutral zone, but again secured at their own blue line. O'Neill retreats with Ruff. O'Neill now up with the puck, loses the handle and turns it over. Volante with a nice blocker save to bail out his teammate. Blue Jackets look to settle down the puck in the neutral zone. Shot on Volante with a save on the pad. And Mid-Fairfield just throws it out of their zone, and there's going to be an icing. 10:23 left in the second period. So Malefis is out there with Scranton and Johnston. Schwarz and Klingenstein out there, win by the Blue Jackets. Shot to the near side of Volante, but Klingenstein up with it, and the puck comes out. Scranton now, Scranton looks up in the air. He had a breakaway opportunity, just couldn't secure the puck enough. So we'll go for a face-off here at 10-12. Coach will run with the same group again. Malefis at center. So win by Malefis over to Scranton, or to Schwarz, sorry. Tries to feather to Scranton. Scranton now up with the puck. And yeah, Mid-Fairfield was a little over-eager there. Entered the zone about a step too early. So after two quick early goals by Mid-Fairfield, they go up 2-0 early. Looks like the Blue Jackets have settled down here, and we've got a tight game. Malefus and Scranton work. Big hit by Johnston on the Blue Jacket player, and I think he's going to go off here. So Mid-Fairfield with a penalty here, a roughing penalty. So at 9:53, Mid-Fairfield's going to have to kill one off here. So the penalty killers are Heckel and Hanna, Schwarz and Klingenstein. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Schwarz up with it, takes his time with the puck, and just feathers it out. There's going to be no icing, and Heckel gets there first. Heckel tries to pin the puck into the corner. He's got 3 Blue Jacket players against him. He's doing a great job wasting time here. Finally, the Blue Jackets are able to free the puck. Blue Jackets look to set up here, out to their defenseman, Jolly. Out at the point. Shot goes off the side of the net. They look to regroup. 1:14 left in the penalty. Puck goes wildly over into the corner, but Blue Jackets are there out in front. Saved by Volante using the pad, and Hanna's able to feather it off. Heckel now racing down the ice, trying to beat the player over there. Heckel goes down in a heap, but manages to put the puck under him. Heckel now, I think, is sitting on it, but gets up because realizes that's a penalty. I don't know how Heckel's doing this. There's 4 players over there. They finally get the puck away from him, but Carre's there to try to steal the puck. Blue Jackets get away, though. Finally look to set up. 32 seconds left into the slot. And turnover, Lucas Ruff picks his pocket. Ruff all by himself. He's got Carre there finally. Carre races into the corner with Ruff. And it's going to be an offside on Mid-Fairfield. Tremendous shift by Braden Heckel. Just all effort getting that puck over into the corner. 4 Blue Jacket players trying to get it away from him and managed to waste 10 or 15 seconds on the power play for the Blue Jackets. 15 seconds left. Lutke at center. Got Yoon out there with O'Neill and Beck dumped into the Mid-Fairfield zone. O'Neill gives chase. Blue Jackets try to set up. Shot. Nice save by Volante, and the penalty's over. Beck now is free with Johnston, but turns it over at the Blue Jacket blue line. Big hit by Yoon. Puck's turned over in the slot, but fortunately O'Neill is there. Tries to feather it to Beck. Beck's still with the puck. Vartanian now up with it, trying to assist his teammate. But here come the Blue Jackets across center ice. Out into the slot, and Volante wisely covers up the puck here. It's 7:10 left in the second period. Mid-Fairfield still clinging to a 2-1 lead over the Blue Jackets. So coach goes for some fresh legs here. He's got Malefus out there with Klingenstein, Schwarz, Scranton, and Johnston. Win by Columbus. Oh, so there was win by Columbus, who just taps the puck over to his open teammate. Mid-Fairfield not picking up that winger coming into the crease. So we're all tied up here. It's 7:06 after Mid-Fairfield goes ahead 2-0 early. Blue Jackets storm back, put 2 up, tie up the game here. So Mid-Fairfield's controlled much of the play of the game, but yet we have a tie game here. Klingenstein gets the puck, tries to tap it into the Blue Jacket zone, unable to do so. Battle in the neutral zone. Schwarz picks up the loose puck, but another steal by the Blue Jackets. Shores and Johnston trying to free the puck, but the Blue Jackets forced it onto Volante with Klingenstein into the corner. Scranton now up with it. Scranton now tries to get it to Malefis, does. He's got Johnston on his wing, tries to pass it. Nice play by the Blue Jacket player, though, to deny the pass. Cross-ice pass. Klingenstein retreats with Zoo, taps it over to Zoo, and turns it over. Now the Blue Jackets controlling the rate of play. Shot, but Malefis gets his stick down, races out. Malefis now trying to get by the defenseman, does, but he's got nobody to help him. Just throws it over to the corner. Zoo pinches in. Puck turned over. Here comes Hanna now, who turns it back over to the Blue Jackets, but Lutke's there to steal the puck. Lutke now up with it. Mid-Fairfield tries to set up here. Lutke leaves it for Zoo. Over to Heckel, shot right into the stomach of the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. 5:22 left. We're all tied up here, 2 apiece. So the Blue Jackets across center ice. Nice poke check by Zoo, but Blue Jackets still with the puck out in front of Volante. He loses the handle. Back to their defenseman. Heckel gets a stick there to dislodge it. And here comes Lutke with the steal. He's got Heckel on the side, shot by Lutke, but Blue Jacket goalkeeper with a save. Caccaro now scoops up the puck over to O'Neill. O'Neill dumps in onto the goalkeeper. Mid-Fairfield goes for a shift change. Blue Jackets try to force the issue, but cause an icing here. 4:37 left in the second period. So Correa at center. He's got Beck and Ruff out there, with Yoon and O'Neill back on D on the blue line. Correa's going to get thrown out again. Ref does not like his style of face-off. So Ruff there. Win by the Blue Jackets. But Mid-Fairfield forces the issue. Beck picks the pocket, gets it over to O'Neill, who sauces it over to Ruff, who's unable to handle it. Puck goes in to the end board, but Ruff's there, try to steal it. You now up with the puck. Misfires, but at least able to get it out of the zone. Correa now with a forecheck, harassing the Blue Jacket players. Dumps it in, so it's going to be an icing. Come down to the Blue Jacket zone. 4 minutes even left to play in the second period. We're all tied up here, 2 apiece. So this is the second game of the weekend, the first game against Penn's Elite. Mid-Fairfield's looking to go 2-0 here. Malefis at center. He's got Johnston and Scranton over his left shoulder. Win by Columbus. Oh, and they're going to have a breakaway here. Oh, it should have been an offside, but the ref didn't pick it up. Blue Jackets with a breakaway opportunity. Klingenstein goes into the corner, comes up with the puck. Leaves it for Scranton. And Shores tries to get it to Scranton. Scranton now trying to get control of the puck. Scranton now still trying to fight for possession of the puck. Johnston now up with it. And the puck kicks back. Schwarz now up with it. So there's going to be a penalty on the Blue Jackets here. Volante didn't see it there for a while, so didn't skate off. But in fairness, the ref was in the corner with his hands up. I don't think any of the players saw it as well. So the Blue Jackets are going to go off here at 3:08 left in the second period. And it's going to be for interference. So coach is going to put out his number 1 power play unit. He's got Ludke out there with Hannah, Heckel, Malefus. I believe he's got Lucas Ruff out there as well with it for a change. This Coyote, okay. So win by the Blue Jackets forces it out. So I think Kai Scranton may have to take a shift off or two. He's on the bench, but we'll try to give you an update. So Ludke enters the zone but loses the handle. The Blue Jackets just throw it out the mid-Fairfield zone. Mid-Fairfield unable to get set up here. Heckel now trying to force the issue, but turns it over at the blue line. Heckel now back up with the puck again, but overskates it over to Ruff. Ruff just trying to get it to an open teammate, Hannah there now. Just dumps it into the Blue Jacket zone. And it's turned over. Ludke now with the puck, skates in front. It's loose. And mid-Fairfield starts to celebrate, but the ref's not calling anything. I believe, let's see. So I believe the Blue Jacket goalkeeper managed to keep it under his pad. So 1:05 left in the penalty to the Blue Jackets, 2:12 left in the period. So Kai Scranton is back out there. Got Hannah out there and Ludke. Puck out to Heckel and Malefus. Hannah now up with a puck. A bounding puck that goes over Heckel's stick that goes out of the zone. Heckel forced to retreat. Leaves it for Malefus. Malefus skates in, beats the defenseman. Unable to maintain control, though, and it goes behind the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. Hannah skates in to help out a teammate. Nice play by Heckel, keeping the puck in. Over to Hannah. Hannah with a shot, but that's blocked by the Blue Jacket player. Scranton and Ludke now up with the puck. 20 seconds left in the penalty. Blue Jackets doing a good job killing this one off. Puck up with Ludke. Malefus now up with it, skates it in. Shot off the pad, another shot. And is saved by the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. Heckel with the puck still, penalties expiring. Cross ice to Hannah, who tries to hit his open teammate, unable to connect. Over to Heckel, who's trying to get it to Scranton. Chips it off into the corner. Schwarz there now up with it. Leaves it for Heckel. Heckel at the top of the point. Over to Johnston. Out to Klingenstein. Shot. Big shot that goes off the Blue Jackets stick and up into the netting. So Blue Jackets killing off the penalty here. 44 seconds left in the second period. Mid-Fairfield unable to get much going there on the power play. So Correa at center with Beck and Johnston. He's got Zoo and Kakaro out on D. Johnston now with some nifty skating like in a phone booth. Frees the puck. Beck now up with it. Oh, Correa's going to go off for a penalty here. So it's going to be, I believe, a hold on Correa. Can't do that in front of the ref. So Mid-Fairfield's going to have to kill off the last 23 seconds of the second period. And then to start the third period, they're going to be in the box again. So the penalty killers got Kakaro is out there. Scranton, Heckel, and Zoo, I believe. So Scranton at the face-off circle, win. Zoo up with the puck, taps it over, but there's only the Blue Jackets there. Blue Jackets behind Valente. Squirts out to the blue line. Oh, and mid-Fairfield almost with a breakaway opportunity there. Heckel and Scranton working the puck. Zoo with a nice play to force the puck out. And that'll be it for the second period. So we're all tied up here, 2 apiece. We'll be back in a few minutes to bring you the third period. Oh, actually, and folks, it's going to be an ice cut, so it's going to be a few minutes, about 10 minutes. We'll see you later. All right, folks, and welcome back here to Plymouth, Michigan, home of the U.S. development team. And we're going to get set to bring you the third period. So kind of an interesting game. Mid-Fairfield storms out early, 2-0. The Blue Jackets chip away over the next 2 periods and tie it up. So we enter the third period, knotted 2 apiece. And we also enter the third period. We're going to be on the penalty kill for Mid-Fairfield for the next 1:38 of the third period. So hopefully today will turn out like yesterday. Mid-Fairfield came alive in the third period yesterday, put in 3 goals on the Penn's Elite team. So hopefully Mid-Fairfield can duplicate yesterday's performance. So the penalty killers, Yanni Malafis, Matty Caccaro, Vinny Zhu, And Kai Scranton will start as the 4 penalty killers. Zoo and Kikaro talking about which defenseman's going to come up a little. And if they want to, but Zoo pinches up a little bit to help out Malefus. Kikaro on the blue line. Malefus at the center, but the Blue Jackets win and control the puck. Dump it into the mid-Fairfield zone. Kikaro with a poke check. Malefus with the steal. Yanni Malefus races down the ice. He's all by himself out in front, unable to get the handle on it. And the Blue Jacket goalkeeper able to sweep it away. Just couldn't control the rolling puck. Blue Jackets now into the mid-Fairfield zone. The puck squirts loose and out of the mid-Fairfield area. Scranton now giving chase, harassing the Blue Jacket player, loses control of the puck. Kikaro now with the puck. And I believe we're going to have a penalty here on Kai Scranton. So mid-Fairfield digging themselves a hole. Apologize about that, folks. So there was still 53 seconds left in the penalty to Correa. So now mid-Fairfield is going to be forced to be 2 players down here. Kikaro is out there with Heckel and Hannah. Blue Jackets control the puck, but lose it at the blue line. Forced to regroup in the neutral zone. Dump the puck in behind Volante. Kikaro back there. Just slams it out of the zone. Nice play by Kikaro, feathers it. That should not, they're going to call an icing, but that actually shouldn't have been. The player had plenty of opportunity to retrieve the puck. So coach will run with the same group here at 15:52 left in the third. Blue Jackets control at their own blue line. Skates in, looking for the open man. Tap behind the mid-Fairfield goalkeeper. Out in front, but Hannah gets a stick down to deny that pass into the slot. Blue Jackets, though, controlling the pace of play. Kikaro now off into the corner. First penalty is just about ready to expire, and Correa comes out to help out. Correa out there is one of the penalty killers right now. Shot that's sticked aside by Volante. Bounding puck out in front. Hannah's out there who's able to chip it out. Now Heckel gives chase. Heckel now into the corner. And he's just tossed to the ice. Heckel's banged up a little bit here. Braden Heckel plays with a reckless abandon and just went after that puck. Looks like he's no worse for wear. Skates off on his own power. So 43 seconds left in the penalty to Scranton. Malefus at center. He's got Ludke there and Klingenstein and Zoo. Malefus with the win. Klingenstein just dumps it into the corner. Ludke gives chase. Ludke now up with the puck and taps it back into the corner. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Malefus now back there. Causes a turnover. Ludke now back up with the puck. Overskates it a little bit. And the Blue Jackets up with the puck now. Turnover to Zoo. Just taps it back into the neutral zone. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Cross-ice pass that's tipped. Klingenstein now back there. Overskates it. Blue Jackets now with the puck. Penalty set to expire. Zoo now on the boards. Blue Jackets out in front, though. A nice play by Malefus with the steal. Malefus turns on the Jets, tries to get by the Blue Jacket player, but overskates the puck. Zoo's back on D. Toe drag and a save. Volante lost track of it for a second, but it looked like it was off the crossbar. but I believe it deflected off of Volante first. But fortunately for Mid Fairfield, goes harmlessly into the netting. So Mid Fairfield at a key juncture is able to kill off a 5-on-3, 13:57 left in the third period. Win by the Blue Jackets. Beck now behind Volante, leaves it for O'Neal, unable to get it out to the Blue Jacket defenseman, shot, but it's blocked by Johnston now, who's got an opportunity, skates into the Blue Jacket zone, turns it over though, and the puck's driven back. Yoon gives chase. Blue Jackets get there first. O'Neal now battling in the corner. Yoon now up with the puck. Gets it to Johnston. He's got Beck with him. Johnston now still with the puck. Still free along the boards. Johnston now up with it. Finally turns it over to the Blue Jackets. And there's going to be an offside. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see. So win by the Blue Jackets, controlled in the neutral zone, but turned over to Heckel, and Heckel just swings his stick and drives it into the Blue Jacket zone. Blue Jackets are going to have a 2-on-1, but Klingenstein races back again off the crossbar and into the netting. So Volante, with a little bit of puck luck, goalie's best friend, the crossbar, helping him out there twice in the last minute. Mid Fairfield avoiding disaster at 12:35 left in the third period. So Hannah's out there now with Heckel and Vartanian, Kakaro and Zoo out on D. Columbus controls, and Kakaro races back to retrieve the puck. Gets it to Vartanian. Vartanian cross-ice pass, misfires. But Hannah's there to drive the puck deeper into the Blue Jacket zone. Kakaro now up with it over to Zoo. Zoo gets it to Vartanian, who just tips it into the Blue Jacket zone. Heckel races up. Puck's turned over. Heckel now up with the puck. Heckel tries a backhand, loose out in front, still loose. Players jamming at it. So the Blue Jacket goalie getting being the beneficiary of an early whistle. The puck was still loose and the ref called it dead. Heckel was still jabbing at the puck. Coach, both benches get some fresh players. Not too sure why they're calling it out of the zone, but they are. So Malefis at center with Ludge and Scranton. O'Neal and Yoon on D. Win by the Blue Jackets. Loses control. Both teams turn over the puck right in front of Volante. Wild shot way behind the net by the Blue Jacket player. Blue Jacket still with the puck out in front, tried to connect. Mid Fairfield a little bit back on their heels again. Turned over. And here comes Malefis, who races down. Malefis got Scranton, pad save out in front. Another save by the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. So there was a big rebound in front of the Blue Jacket goalkeeper, but Mid-Fairfield unable to capitalize. 11:05 left in the third period. Correa at center with Ruff and Beck. It's got Klingenstein and Schwarz out on D. Win by the Blue Jackets. Turned it over. Klingenstein with a shot way high. Turned over to Mid-Fairfield. Schwarz now up with the puck, who dumps it into the Blue Jacket zone. Correa now gives chase. Puck turned over to Ruff. Ruff taps it behind the Blue Jacket goalkeeper. Cycling it back and forth. Klingenstein pokes his nose in there and is able to dislodge the puck temporarily. But the puck squirts back into the Mid-Fairfield zone. Klingenstein back with it. Feathers it over to Beck, who tries to get it to a Mid-Fairfield player, but only Blue Jacket Blue is there. Johnston with a hit. Correa now into the corner, taps it over, but the Blue Jackets are there. Out to the Blue Jacket defense. Shot, and it's gloved by Volante. So Mid-Fairfield again struggling with the passing here with 9:49 left, unable to get it out of their own zone. Hannah, Johnston, and Heckel are out there with Kakaro and Zoo. Win by the Blue Jackets again. Blue line pass. Dumps it in behind Volante. Out in front. Blue Jackets still with the puck. Dangerous living by Mid-Fairfield, but finally Johnston's able to get the puck out. Hits the brakes. Tries to get it to Hannah, unable to do so. And Zoo retreats with the puck into the neutral zone. Taps it back into the Blue Jacket zone. Heckel able to throw it back. Hannah now up with the puck off the net. Hannah circles around and it hits the post. Out to Johnston, who leaves it for Kakaro. He winds up, shoots off a couple of Blue Jacket players. Johnston still with the puck. Leaves it for Heckel. Tries to get it to Hannah. Hannah now back up with the puck over to Kakaro. Kakaro surveys. Turns the puck over into the corner, and the Blue Jackets come out with it. Heckel now steals the puck. Heckel now into the slot at the faceoff circle. Shot. Puck was just sitting there, but only Blue Jacket players to retrieve it. Blue Jackets now across center ice, dump it in behind Volante. Kakaro gives chase. Kakaro is able to tip it over to Zoo, who gets it to Ludke, who's hit immediately, but gets it to Malafis. And there's gonna be an offside on the Blue Jackets. 8:01 left in the third period. Both teams struggling right now with their passing to get any quality shots on net. Malafis at the center position. Win by the Blue Jackets again. Dumped into the Mid-Fairfield zone behind Volante. Yoon is there, falls down, loses an edge. Oh, they're gonna call it, sorry, it was a trip. So Mid-Fairfield at 7:52 is gonna go on the power play. Bricker from the Blue Jackets is gonna go off here. Scranton at center with Ludke off his shoulder. He's got Malafis and Heckel and Hannah there. Puck out to Malafis. He slides it over to Hannah. Shot out in front, sicked aside by the goalkeeper. Still loose out in front. Hannah now taps it back to Heckel. Gets it back to Hannah. Hannah has Scranton in the center. I don't know if he sees him. Heckel with a shot out in traffic. and the Blue Jackets just throw it out of their zone. 1:37 left in the penalty, but there's going to be an icing. Sorry, 1:35 left in the penalty. 7:26 left in the period. We're all tied up here 2 apiece. Mid-Fairfield has their number 1 power play unit out there. Scranton whispers something to Ludke, goes back for the face-off. With a win, out to Heckel. Heckel, quarterback in the power play here. Leaves it for Hanna, but overshoots him a little bit. But Ludke there to bail out his teammate. Hanna up with the puck. Circles around, out to Heckel. Out to Malefus. Gets it over to Ludke. Ludke skates in, pinches in. Oh, but off a Blue Jacket player out of shooting lane there. Out to Heckel. Still a minute left in the penalty. Over to Heckel, who settles it down to Hanna. Back out to Heckel. Heckel pinches in. Shot off a player's skate. Ludke trying to get free. Throws it out to Malefus. Malefus out to Heckel. Another shot off the pads. And Ludke there with the go-ahead goal for Mid-Fairfield. Big shot by Heckel and off the goalie's pads, and Ludke there to be able to tap it in. So Mid-Fairfield goes ahead 3-2 on a power play goal. So 6:32 left in the period. Mid-Fairfield able to go ahead on a power play goal. Correa at center with Johnston and Ruff up front. Yoon and O'Neill back on D. Yoon trying to get the puck out. Unable to do so. Squirted right over to the side of Volante. Shot wide of Volante. Out in front. Ruff is just tossed to the ice, and the Blue Jackets come back up with the puck, but skits over. Blocker save. Finally, Yoon able to get the puck securely, but turns it back over. Mid-Fairfield just struggling to put a pass together here right now. Yoon able to steal the puck, tries to get it to Johnston, but turned over. Blue Jackets bobbing and weaving behind Volante now. Blue Jackets still with the puck. Mid-Fairfield trying to skate with the puck. Saved by Volante. Volante bailing out his teammates with a pad save there. And the puck skips over the Blue Jacket defenseman. Blue Jackets going for a home run pass, trying to connect. Forces an icing. Blue Jackets bench very unhappy with something. So coach gets some fresh legs out there. He's got Malefus at center with Beck and Scranton. Klingenstein and Schwartz. Scranton off of Malefus's right shoulder. Win. Tried to get it to Klingenstein, but I think Scranton didn't see him back there. Scranton now into the corner. Goes down, loses an edge. Here come the Blue Jackets. Steal temporarily by Scranton. Gets it to Klingenstein. But the Blue Jackets back up with the puck. They've got it. Oh, he just lost control of it in the face-off circle. 4:19 left to play. Klingenstein with the steal. Tries to get it out and does into the neutral zone. Scranton now forechecking, harassing the Blue Jacket players. Turnover. But the Blue Jackets are there at center ice to steal the puck. Players both go down in a heap, and there's going to be an offside here on the Blue Jackets. Both teams struggling to put passes together here. Hannah at center with Ludke and Heckel. Zoo and Gacaro out on D, 3:55 left. Hannah at the center position wins. The Blue Jackets come in and steal the puck behind Volante. Puck goes off to the other side. Zoo and Ludke gives chase. Ludke there now to pick up the puck. Tries to get it out to Zoo. Was unable to get it out of the zone. Blue Jackets out in front with a couple of guys. Saved by Volante, who's able to pin it under his pad. Joe Volante with a big save there to keep the Blue Jackets off the board. Hannah now at the center position with Ludke. He's got Heckel out there. Blue Jackets with the win and a shot on Volante, who's able to cover it up. Coach will run with the same group here. 3:24 left in the game. Blue Jackets hunting a goal here. Mid-Fairfield unable to get it out of their own zone. Zoo now tries to get it over to Heckel. Does, finally gets it to Ludke, races down the ice. Heckel loses a stick, but Ludke was in control of the puck. Heckel now enters the fray, but the Blue Jackets get the puck out across center ice. You now up with it over to Heckel. Heckel just chips the puck out. And that should be an icing on Mid-Fairfield. Heckel tried to feather it off the board, angle it towards the center of the ice, was unable to do so. So the puck will come into the Mid-Fairfield zone. 2:59 or 2:51 left in the game. Malefus at center. He's got Klingenstein and Schwarz out there on D. Scranton and Correa out. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Just Klingenstein just throws it the length of the ice. There's going to be another icing. So Mid-Fairfield clinging to a 3-2 lead right now over the Blue Jackets team. Malefus still at center. And he's going to get thrown out. I'm not sure why, but which is ironic because they put Correa in, who gets thrown out. Now Scranton will give it a try. Win by Mid-Fairfield's fielded by the Blue Jackets player, but forced to give up the puck by Correa, but Blue Jackets still with the puck. Schwarz over there working with Scranton. He's got to be careful not to get a penalty. 2:28 left. Out to the Blue Jackets defenseman, blocked by Malefus, who tries to get free. Malefus now with a forecheck, turned over to Malefus, shot! And Yanni Malefus buries the puck. Correa with the steal, helping out his teammate. Beautiful assist by Correa there. And Malefus and Correa are able to put Mid-Fairfield up with a big goal with 2:17 left to play. Mid-Fairfield goes up 4-2. Yanni Malefus has been on fire so far this weekend. 2:17 left. Hannah at center with Heckel. And Ludke. He's got Zoo and Gacaro out on D. Zoo pinches up and drives the puck deep into the zone. Heckel there. Heckel with the puck. Turns it over behind the Blue Jackets goalkeeper. Almost a penalty on Heckel. I think he got his stick around the player, but no call. Ludke now up with the puck, content to waste some time. Flips it into the zone on the Blue Jacket goalkeeper, is forced to cover up. Hannah now snows the goalkeeper. Blue Jackets take exception. So the refs are not even getting in the middle of this, but players sort it out amongst themselves. 1:42 left. Play has been mostly under control. I mean, hasn't been a lot of chippiness here. Johnston now out there with Ruff and Beck, O'Neill and Yoon. Win by the Blue Jackets. Puck is just thrown out. Yoon fields the puck. Oh, dangerous pass across the blue line. Blue Jackets racing out. Almost got that puck. Puck's still loose. O'Neill tries to field it. Only Blue Jacket players are there. O'Neill forced to go into the corner. Gets the puck out to Ruff. Ruff dumps the puck in the Blue Jacket zone. 1:05 left in the game. Out to O'Neill. Tries to shoot it, but it's deflected. Puck turned over. Blue Jackets are going to have a scoring chance here. Shot on Volante, who loses sight of it, but it's pinned under his pads. So Volante able to make a key save here with 47 seconds left in the game to preserve the 2-goal lead. Malefis out there with Klingenstein, Schwarz, Vartanian. Win by Mid-Fairfield. Scranton out there as well. Here comes Malefis, who tries to split the defenders. Dumped to the ice. Vartanian able to chip it in temporarily, but here come the Blue Jackets. There's going to be an offside. 29 seconds left in the game. Scranton went hard down to the ice. So he skates off under his own power. It looks like he's got the wind knocked out of him. Puck behind Volante. Klingenstein gives chase. Tries to get it up to Heckel. Out to the Blue Jacket defenseman. Pinches in. Shot, but off a stick into the netting. 12 seconds left to play. Mid-Fairfield up 4-2. Correa at the center position with Heckel. It's got Hanna out there. Klingenstein and Schwarz, 12 seconds left. Correa gets down into his lacrosse-style face-off. Ref immediately admonishes him. Correa with the win over to Schwarz, who gets it to Hanna. Doesn't get out far enough. They pinch in. Saved by Volante off his blocker. And that's it, folks. And so Mid-Fairfield up. Refs trying to separate a couple of players down there. Heckel's down there. So Mid-Fairfield with a big 4-2 victory over the Blue Jackets. So Mid-Fairfield moves to 2-0 on the weekend. Volante with his first win as a Mid-Fairfield player going the complete way and gets the hockey hugs from his teammates and his goaltender partner. And so that'll be it. We'll be back on tonight. And we'll see you then, folks. Thanks.